Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Paul Sweeney and Tom Keene here. Now looking at the stock movers right now, stocks on the move. With us, Lisa Mateo. Lisa, what do you have for your podcast?
Okay, we're starting with homebuilder Lennar, ticker LEN. Its shares have been up as much as 2%. It reported a miss on its new orders outlook, affordability challenges, economic uncertainty. They're saying consumer confidence is weakening. But the thing is that it was offset by better than expected gross margins. And RBC Capital Markets said that should reassure investors. And that's why those shares are higher. But Lennar shares, they've fallen about 16% so far this year. What it's really been relying on to drive sales is mortgage rate buy downs, but it's been facing some competition from the existing home market. They have loan costs that are hovering near 7%.
Paul, you've led on this. I saw a chart yesterday of the distance of people with those low mortgages to get out of. They're stuck forever.
Yeah.
In a good way.
In a good way. Alex Steele sitting below 3%. Mortgage Bankers Association, Tom, 30-year fixed contract rate for a mortgage, 6.93%. That's the new normal. And I guess the market at some point will come to grips with that, and you get the buyers and sellers saying, okay, let's get some deals done.
What's next?
Yeah, and then you have the trade wars and construction prices for the materials to make the homes.
And if there are the people there to build the houses.
Wait, she goes to Home Depot as well as Costco?
She's all over the place. All over the place. Route 22, Route 10, she's all over it.
Lisa, what do you got next?
Okay, T-Mobile, ticker TMUS. Its shares have been down as much as 4%. SoftBank raised around $4.8 billion through a sale of 21.5 million T-Mobile shares. So that was about for $224 each. That's going to help fund SoftBank's plans for artificial intelligence. Here's what they have in the works. So they plan to put down as much as $30 billion in OpenAI. This is SoftBank. They also want to work with them to move hundreds of billions of dollars, data centers, infrastructure worldwide. This is under Stargate. SoftBank shares, because of this, they rose about 2.1% in Tokyo. But it's really a big deal. I mean, the biggest U.S. share sale since TD Bank sold about $13.1 billion stake in Charles Schwab back in February. So this is a big deal.
Bank of America was the sole bank working on the deal. You buy the stock after the close at a discount, and you resell it, and hope you can make a little bit of a margin.
So who do you resell it to?
Institutional investors. You just go right out there.
You call up and say, I've got 100,000 shares.
Yep. And I bought it at a 7% discount. I try to sell it at a 5% discount, and I make that 2% spread.
T-Mobile 10-year track record, 20.6% per year. Good morning, Mr. Leger. Next.
Okay. We're moving on to solar stocks, and they are taking a hit, really tanking. No. For example, I'll give you an example. Sunrun, ticker RUN, they're down 28%. And we've been talking about the Senate Republicans. They released a tax bill, but what it also included, one of the items is an end to tax credits for wind, solar earlier than other sources. It's going to make only modest changes to most other incentives. So if you want the specifics, it's going to end those incentives for wind and solar in 2028. Then you have tax breaks for other sources of power. They'll be allowed to remain until phasing out in 2036. But it even goes to companies. It's going to cut out companies that lease rooftop solar systems, homeowners who buy them. So analysts are saying that's really going to hurt the solar industry, which is suffering in itself. To begin with. So not good for solar stocks this morning. And then we have Eli Lilly lastly. They've agreed to buy gene editing biotech startup Verve Therapeutics for about $1.3 billion.
Every day you've got one of these stories, Lisa. It's either plus 100% on the stock or down 100% on the stock. It's either the drug works, it doesn't work, the company buys you, they don't buy you.
And they do. It's really helping shares of Verve, ticker VRV, VERV, up 77%, but it was up as much as 112% before the bell. Right. And Lilly's down as much as 1%.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.